Hi, Aries. This is Just with your June 1st, 2019 weekly reading. I hope you guys are having an enjoyable day so far. So, Aries, I do see where things were a little bit more positive, amicable, peaceful in the past. You're coming into this week perhaps experiencing a little bit of conflict, people using their words as weapons, be it you or it's happening to some of you. And you might find it difficult to be able to get things to go the way that you would like and to take time out to find the silver lining in a situation, to get the proper answers or making the proper decisions might be a bit of a challenge for some of you. And seeing the true motives of other people, it looks like this particular week. And it may have something to do around family or family dynamic. So even in a workplace, if you feel as though you have a close knit bond with people in your life that are not relatives of yours, but they're like family, you may find that to be a bit of a challenge as well. Getting on or staying on a positive plight with others. So be careful with the words that you say. Try to give yourself a 10-second rule to process. Again, that will be a challenge to process mentally just the right words to say, because I do feel like quick arguments, fallouts, again, harsh words exchanged, it will quickly try to be resolved in a way that is amicable. But I feel that it almost denotes some form of red flag. Okay, there's some forms of red flags here. If you're consistent or persistently having to defend yourself in a way that it takes you out of your character, or you feel like their actions are a little bit more harsher than necessary. Pay attention to these red flags this particular week, because I do feel like some people are showing you who they are. And Aries are the type of sign that does not like to hold on to grudges. You guys can definitely be grudge holders. Let's not forget, you don't forget things people do to you, but you try to let bygones be bygones and just move forward. You are more of the positive of the fire signs as far as letting things kind of go and moving forward. So this week, if you find that it's difficult for you to kind of get everyone to stay on a peaceful plane, or for you to not feel so agitated, and if it's being caused by others, pay attention to these other people. Okay, Aries women, you may sense, because your senses this week is very heightened. So don't necessarily just solely rely on practical thought and logic, but give into your intuitive side and honor that, because your feelings actually that's far more clearer than your thoughts at this time. I feel like if you find yourself very agitated this week, and I don't know exactly what all the aspects are doing, but it could be a planetary issue for you, that you will try to make amends. Some of you may feel like you're an outsider. Specifically, if you're an Aries woman, you may feel as though you're an outsider looking in the workplace, in your family dynamic, in your friendship dynamic. There's some form of oddball out feeling that I'm getting for some of you this particular week. However, I feel that some of you, it could be coming from a bit of jealousy. Definitely. You may be doing really well for yourself. You may feel like you're extremely abundant. Life is just really going well and you've worked hard for it. And now you can kind of take time out and enjoy yourself, or spend some of your money, take care of things. You may find this week that issues come about that may seem insurmountable. Okay, it could just be one thing. It doesn't have to be, a spiraling effect, but it definitely could just be one thing for some of you that you feel like, I really can't get this done. I'm not going to be able to do this. And you're really trying. You may even rely on others to give you some form of advice or guidance, and they may take it. They may not take it seriously. They may, again, talk about you behind your back, that sort of thing. And you're really not sure. Some of you may be trying to disconnect from a group, of set of people that, again, have proven to you that you guys are not necessarily in alignment. This will be difficult this week. I do see a lot of you are in your feelings, as they say. But I see that, again, where there's not making a decision, some of you are just not necessarily going to sit back and take time out to think long enough about things. You'll rather take action, and you're going to take action in things that you feel like it's a sure shot. Okay. And that it may be a fresh new start in a new direction. So some of you could be joining a new group of people, trying to kind of broaden your horizons and trying to attract things that are of the new. Um, Having to say goodbye to some extent, I'm saying here for some of you, not wanting to, but feeling that it's necessary to do so. And the advice is for you to give as much as being given to. Practicality for this week will be your best friend and it should be your ally. So if you feel as though you just can't put your finger on, a person's attitude, what's going on, like you're seeing it one way, it feels something completely different. Honor your feelings. You may feel that people are disingenuous or there's a motive here, okay? But concretely, you could always bank on what you can measure someone's value up to you and how they value you, right? And how you value them. So if someone's giving you, then you give the same and focus on those that are giving to you and doing for you. I think for some Aries, it's not for all Aries, but for some Aries, there's usually this understanding of those that love me and that are there for me. I love them the same. I'm there for them. But I don't have to fight for them. I don't have to worry about them. They'll be there. But you'll give more time and attention and effort to those that you feel you have not yet won over, or it's still a gray period between you and a group of people or a particular person. Try this week, because those may be the people that you may feel as though this is not your tribe. These are not your people. So those people that you're tried and true, that has always proven themselves to be of value that you can count on. Those are the people that you perhaps need to make the sacrifices for and give equally as well. And let the chips fall where they may with those that you feel have yet to prove to you if they're worthy of your time and attention. I feel that there's going to be something that you need to settle. So there may be some form of a judgment. Definitely, I see some people may be dealing with child support, court issues. If you're a male Aries, you may not like the decision completely. After fighting and fussing and going back and forth, you guys may reach an amicable decision. And everyone kind of feels like they're trying to come out on top. Particularly Aries man, you may not want necessarily to give anything or very much, but there's karma here. So it's watching you, and you would want to give exactly what you can. Even if you can increase that, that will only shine brighter on you karmically, okay, down the line. If you are trying to get away with something, know that this week is not necessarily the best time to try to get away with something. Try to take everything that you feel best benefits you. Again, equilibrium and a balance and a reciprocity is definitely your friend this week, and it will come back tenfold for you karmically, I feel, as time goes on. But benefits, I do see new love for some of you, and while we're at it, we can get into love. Oh, let me back up. For those of you who are looking for work, I feel that this particular week, when it comes to work, you may be settling a lot of things. Again, it could be HR issues, it could be early retirement issues, severance issues, not knowing exactly where your next steps are going to be if you are leaving a job or being asked to leave. So that's going to be a bit of confusion for you this week, but there's going to be a lot of offers coming toward you. Just know that if you're starting a new job, if you're entering into the workforce again and you're doing the interviewing process, it will be quite the process, okay? You may find like you had to really fight your way through, okay? Again, try to really lean on your intuitive side because there's a lot of things that you still have yet to know. So there's a lot of things that are hidden, and I feel like a lot of it has to do with this new moon in Gemini, perhaps. I believe it's a new moon in Gemini. So that's in your third house of communication, management, that sort of thing. So there's some things that will develop over time that you'll find out about this new place that you're working at. But I definitely see offers coming in for you guys this week if you have been going through the interviewing process, definitely. And it lightens your load because where you've come from may have been a lot of work. You can now deduce your work schedule from 2, 3 jobs to 1 job. There's some form of letting a burden off of your shoulders this week that you'll find welcoming. Now, when we come into love this week, it definitely looks like you guys are definitely in love for some of you. Love seems to be in full bloom this particular week, and in the weeks prior, you may have recently met someone, or you and your mate has started a new journey together, maybe making plans to go on a trip, or just starting anew, getting on the other side of any issues or drama. However, if you are making plans for your mate, that may be a challenge, trying to get everything together, trying to wrestle everyone together, specifically if you've been proposing. I see someone about to propose to another person, making the plans, finding it difficult to get all the person's, like, you have an idea of how you want this to go down, but it's very difficult to kind of get all the pieces and puzzles together. It will be a huge obstacle of some sort that you will feel that you have to fight your way to get through, but you will get, everything will work itself out. I feel like if you're about to propose to someone, if there has been some kinks in the fabric, if there's been, again, red flags, things that you feel like, I don't like that, address it. Communication isn't your best friend, because I definitely see arguments, fallout, someone not speaking to the other person and then coming back and almost not taking their, not accepting their responsibility, but wanting to amicably come to a conclusion of peace. Try to communicate as best you can. It seems like for some of you, it's like a secular thing. You argue, you fuss, you fight. Someone says, I'm sorry. You argue, you fuss, you fight. People are very adamant about their stance on it. And then it's like, well, why are we fighting? Let's just forget about it. And, everything. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, fine. That's fine. But no one's really addressing the issue. And this time around, someone could have really said something or did something that has put a huge crack in the foundation, even though that's not being addressed 100%. But there's going to be, because of some words that was said, something that was done, but I feel more words being spoken that has created this huge obstacle in a relationship. And there may have already been this plan to propose, to continue with plans moving forward in a more committed way. But there are red flags here that, will need to be addressed down the line. And you would like to address it as soon as possible, or at least acknowledge it, so that you can repair this crack. You don't want more cracks coming upon it because nothing was ever dealt with. So try to deal with whatever relationship issues that you see is becoming problematic. Some of you may not know how to go about doing it. Some of you may find it difficult this particular week because you may sense that there's more than you involved in your relationship. You may have had to address the situation. Your mate may have tried to calm you and make you realize that no, it's only you and I. And it may feel, after there's been a fallout or some type of controversy, that, yeah, there's a renewal in commitment, but something deep down inside is telling you that you're not so sure about it. Instead of going out and trying to kind of seek attention or validation elsewhere, really try to face your issues and deal with them this particular week. I do see divorces on the table, or separations, specifically for those of you who may share children. So child support definitely will be on the table. And again, there is this sense of feeling as though you're not part of someone's family. You're not accepted into the family. You're not accepted into the fold. And you say to yourself, I don't know why. I didn't do anything wrong. I just met these people, or I've known them for a long time, but I'm always nice and I'm always trying to, extend myself in a positive way. And I'm always met with, fair weatherness, if that makes any sense. People, hi, yeah, everything is fine. And then that's it. No one has anything else to say to you. Or you get these looks. It's just this undertone that you realize that you've not completely been accepted in. Now, for some of you, it will be something that you said or did to their mate, their relative, your mate, whoever they're related to, or however their relation is to your mate. You may have said something, did something in the past that they're privy to, and they're judging you because of that. If it's not any of that, then it is definitely jealousy. Okay. Some of you could be pregnant. So congratulations. Some of you may be finding out about a pregnancy, but it will be to your benefit if you know that, this relationship is on its way out or it's over. Hearing that someone else is pregnant, it's almost like, specifically if you're an Aries man, hearing that someone's pregnant or being told or telling a particular person that has been very prominent in your life that, okay, well, I have a baby coming, that is going to be a huge weight off your shoulders. So again, you guys may be telling family that it may not be received as well as you thought it would be. But it does release you from holding on to things heavy. Some of you could find out from your wife this week that she's pregnant, or your significant other. And you're not too sure about how this is all going to play out, how it's all going to work out for you. But I feel as the week progresses, you'll be more and more happy and more welcoming of the unknown. Now, some of you, I feel when it comes to a third party situation for some of you, I'm trying to look here and see. I feel that third parties are coming to an end. It may have definitely been an issue and a huge insurmountable mountain that you need to climb with your mate to restore trust. I do feel like there's always will be, for some of you, that underline not sure if you can trust this person, not sure what they're saying is true. But this particular week, you may find that this person may be going out of their way to profess their love, to show you love, to express their love toward you. Okay. So someone may be reconciling things with themselves. Again, you may just be privy to it. Someone could be arguing, fighting, or having some type of conflict with their family members, an ex that they have children in common. And you just may be the outside party that is having to deal with that. Or this could be you with an extended person, and then your mate has to be a witness to the issues. Whatever that the case is, if that relates to you, even though everything will not be completely ironed out and all will not be forgiven, but things will get better. Okay. So if you're in your feelings about any type of relationship stuff toward the end of the week, going into next week, things will get better for you. Right. I feel like your mother will be a huge value to lean on. So go to your mom if you have any issues or some things that are not clear to you. It's like one conversation with your mother will release so many burdens that you may have. Again, sisters could be quite helpful, but I feel like you may not get as much clarity coming from people of your own social group, right? So sisters, cousins, perhaps co-workers, people that are in your own group. Older people, more seasoned people may be able to help you a little bit more clearly. New love for those of you who are single. Get out there. There may be some unsettled issues that you may have with someone else. Again, I believe we're coming up on Mercury in retrograde. So there's a lot of thoughts of past issues, the person that you may have had a lot of fallout with, issues, drama, wanting to reconcile with this person, feeling that it's impossible to do so, knowing that you still have family feelings with this person, but also knowing that you may need to conclude those feelings and deal with them once and for all and let them go, because this person excuse me, may be looking forward to the new. This person may always remind you of how inconsistent, how unstable the relationship has been, and how much you've not been able to be trusted, or vice versa. Okay. And that still weighs on their mind. So again, trying to get a past relationship to a place that you would like it to be may be that mountain that is impossible to climb for some of you. But for new love, a great time to get out there and do that. You will find that there are people who are very social. You may also meet people who are not emotionally stable. So be very, very conscious about that. Or who are all over the place is what I'm saying as well. Be very careful with meeting new people. Things can go hot and heavy quick, especially if you've met them in the past, sometime last month. Things could really be progressing, and you're really starting to see some parts of this person that you didn't see last month. So take care and pay attention to those red flags. Someone can get pregnant like that. And so be very careful about that, especially if you fear paying child support, or again, the relationship is very, very fresh and new. So be careful with that, because again, I just continue to see pregnancy, major pregnancy. And I feel for some of you who are single, you may be moving forward toward the end of the week. Your social life kicks up a great deal, but you may miss an opportunity with a particular person. Like things are going really well. At first, you're not really sure how it's going to all turn out, but you're still moving forward. They are communicating, you are. And then there may be a flake out. Someone changes plans on you. Someone can't make the plans. So I do see some changing of plans on you, or trying to go in a different direction, maybe choosing another person over you, or you choosing someone over another person is what it looks like to me. So that's what I have for you guys. We're going to definitely take a look at this extended and look at how things are going to work out between you and your significant other. What is the challenges that you may face? What are the things that you regret the most when it comes to this person and them you? What are their feelings for you? And what would their actions be toward you this week? And what will be the results of their actions and how things will work out between the two of you? So if you're interested in that, click that link below and we can get started there. Otherwise, I would love to hear from you guys. Please share with us how this resonates if you would like in the comment section below. You know I would love to hear from you. If you would like something personal with me, I can be reached in the beginning and into this video, as well as the description box below. And if you are new to this channel, welcome. Subscribe, because I will be back very soon with another one. Take care, Aries.